Hello everyone, this is Bremster coming to you with yet another puzzle. What a surprise, that's what you're here for. So this is a puzzle that I was sent by Ambrose. Ambrose is someone I know from chatting to while watching Ranks Sudoku streams. I highly recommend Ranks. I can't say that name. His Sudoku streams, which you can find on his YouTube channel. I'll let you search for that, Rangsk. He does streams twice a week and they're really good. But this is about Ambrose. So Ambrose is someone I met through chatting there. And he sent me a puzzle. This is a puzzle that is from the Cracking the Cryptic Discord archive, and he said that he thought I might want to do it on my channel. I have no idea what this puzzle is like. He said that it was very approachable, and I like doing approachable puzzles on my channel because it means that people who find my channel will be able to attempt these puzzles no matter their skill level. But he also said that it was quite interesting and had some nice tricks to it, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I like puzzles at around a 2 to 3 difficulty level with some interesting tricks rather than things at a 4 or a 5 difficulty level, even though they might have some very nice tricks in them. I just like the things that are sort of, as a skilled solver, I can do in like 20 or 30 or 40 minutes, or I find that a good level for me. But anyway, to this puzzle. So you'll find links to be able to attempt this puzzle below. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up to recognize Ambrose's work and feel free to reach out to him. This was a puzzle in the it's called safety pins, and if you search for safety pins on the CTC server, you will find this puzzle in the Discord archive, and you'll be able to find Ambrose there. Anyway, so on to this puzzle. It only has 2 rules. The first one is standard Sudoku rules apply, which is in every box, in every row, and in every column. The digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And along the thermo shapes, these are thermometer shapes, they're all a bit bent, so a thermo like this would be a problem in real life. But along these thermo shapes, digits must strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. So this digit must be higher than this digit must be higher than this digit, and so along. They don't have to be sequential. It's just that this will be higher than all of these, this will be higher than all of these, this will be higher than all of these. Henceforth, this will be lower than all of these, this will be lower than all of these, etc., etc. That's all we've got to go on. There's not a lot of thermos in this grid, so I was told it was approachable. Let's see how we go. I'm not sure where to start. 1, 2... Well, these are 8-cell thermos, so I'm going to start with that. That's 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, and 8, 9. So there's only 2 options in each of these. I am going to what is called good lift these thermos. Put all of the candidates into them. That helps if I do it right. I try not to do this by default, but with only 2 options, maybe something will jump out at me. So normally what I would be looking for is boxes or anything where, for example, I know that 9 can only go into those cells because you can never put 9 partway along a thermo or at the start. So a 9 can only go at the tip of a thermo and a 1 can only go on the bulb. But the way these are positioned, there's no... Like, if I look at this box, 9 can go in all of those. 1 can go in all of those. Even in this row, 1 can go in all of those. 1 can go in all of those. In this box, 1 can go in those. 9 can go in those. Doesn't mean I need to have a 1 or a 9 in there. So there must be a 1 or a 9 in there. So this is either going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or 2, 3. Yeah, but So there's not going to be a gap anywhere in the middle of this because I need to have a 1 or a 9 in there. I'm not sure how that helps me. Do I need to good left or pencil completely pencil mark these shorter thermos? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to put a 1, an 8 and a 9 in here. Well, I can't put a 1 in that cell, so 1 is going in there. I can't put a 9 in that cell, so a 9 is also going in there. I'm going to do it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that did give me a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple in the column, which means these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'd be helpful if one of them... Oops. So we know that this is either maximal or minimal. So there must be a 5 in here. There must be a 4 in here. So there's absolutely a 4 in here. There's absolutely a 5 in here. There's absolutely a 6 in here. There is absolutely a 7 in there. There's absolutely an 8 in there. There's absolutely a 2 in there. So there's no 2 in there because it's either 2, 3 or 1, 2. There's absolutely a 3. How is this helping? Is this the same? Because we got that. Because of it being forced from there. If 9 is there, this is going to be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If 1 is in either of... But the thing is, I can have 1 and still have that 9. Because I can bury the 1 and 9 in... No, I can't bury the 1 and 9 in there. Because this has to go from 1 to 8 or from 2 to 9. So one of those is going to be 1 and one of those is going to be 9. So I can't put the 1 or 9 in there, which means one of those has to be 1 and one of the or 9, which means I can't jump in here, which means this is either maximal or minimal, which means I must have a 2 in there. I must have a 3 in there. I must have a 4 in there. I must have a 5 in there. I must have a 6 in there. I must have a 7 in there. I must have an 8 in there, which means I can't have a 7 or an 8 in there. I can't have a 6 over here. Ah, this feels like not the way to solve this. There can't be a 6 here because there must be a 6 in here. Very weird pressure. these force these. Like, I can't, if I go 1, 2, 3, then I can't go 2, 3, 4. Hang on. So these have to be, so if this is 5, 4, 3, 2, this has to be 6. There's definitely something going on here. So if this is 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. So they can be the same. Can they be the same? There's something I am absolutely not getting here. It can't be this thermo, can it? It's got to be something on these. Three is... 4 is in here, 4 is in here. Six. Sorry. 6, 7, 7. If this is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this can't be a 6. If this is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what am I going to put there? This has to be a 9. This becomes 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There is no 1 in any of those. There is no 1 here. So this is not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. Has that put pressure on this? There now needs to be a 1 in here because I need to put a 1 in the box. This is now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's no 2 in any of those. That's not 3, 4, 5, or 6. There's no 5 here, so there's no 4 there. There's no 5 here. There's no 5 here. This is 7, 8, and 9. This is 4. This is 3. This is 1. There is no 3 here. There's no 4. Roll all that back. There is no 3 or 4 here. Sorry about this, everyone. 2, 5. There is no 3 here. That's 4, 5. I need to put an 8 in this box, and I can't put it there. This is the only place on the thermo it can go. That puts an 8 down here. Nine has to go in one of those two cells. What are these three? These are 1, 5, and 9. Well, that's not 9. That's not 9. I can put 9 right in the middle. This is a 1, 5. There's only 3 cells in this row. 3, 8, and 9. Well, that's not 8. That's not 9. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 4 cells or digits missing from this column. 1, 2, 3, and 5. There's no 5 down the bottom. Huh. That's not as useful. So maybe this is starting to kick in now. I'm not sure. This still seems really unrestricted. This might be more restricted actually because of this column. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, or 8. Although that's the upper end, so that's not going to be that helpful. This means this can be anything up to 7. Well, it can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 or 7. Yeah, that's not helpful. What am I missing? I need to put 8 up here as well, but that could go in any of them. 7 is in one of those 3 cells. 1 is in here somewhere. 1. Is this more restricted than it looks? 5, 4, 3, 2. I can't do 5, 4, 3, 2 because that leaves the same problem there. That can't be a 5. I can't do... I've got to be careful not to put 4 and 5 on here because that'll break that cell. What am I missing from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm only missing 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't put 2 down here. So 2 can't go here. So this has to be 2. Now I can't put 3 down here. This has to be 3. That makes that 9. There is no 9 here. 9 now has to go down here as well. So I've got to put an 8 or a 9 on this thermo, potentially both. Seven has to go on this thermo because 7 can't go there and 7 can't go there. I need to put a 7 on this thermo with an 8 or a 9. So 7 is in one of those 3 cells because it's 7, 8, 9 or 7 and then 8 or 9. 7 can't go there. So 7 is in the bottom because I need to put an 8 or a 9 on this thermo because they need to go in here. So 7 is in there. So 7 comes out of both of those. 7 actually is in one of those 2. There's probably a better way of doing this, but I'm enjoying what I'm finding. Two comes out of... Oh, this is a 5. 5 comes out of there. This is a 4. This is a 3. This is no longer a 4. 5, 6, 6, 7. So we've got 1, 5, 6, and 7 in here. These are 5, 6, and 7. That's not 5. This 8, 9, 7, 8, 9 is... But I don't see how I can rule... Oh, I need... This is an 8. This is a 3. And that's those 2 8s meant I had to put an 8 up there. So, or that 8 restricted it out of that. I should have got that ages ago. So what do I still have to put in this box? I need to put a 1 on this thermo because these are full and there's a 1 in the row. If there's a 1 on the thermo, it's going right there. So now there has to be a 1 in the bottom of this, but that's not helpful. So 2 can go anywhere in this box. 3 I've got. So it's 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. 4 can go in most of them. Let's have a look at this box. So I've got 2, 4, 5, and 6. 4 can't go there. Well, that's unhelpful. How does this get resolved? So if this is 6, 7, this becomes 1, 5. That's okay. If this is 6, 5, this becomes 1, 7. Oh, this 1 is looking up, making that a 1. So that's not a 1. This is a 5, 6, 7 triple. But that doesn't actually give me anything. 1, 2, 5, 6. I need to put a 3 in here, which I know where that goes. So this is 1, 2, 6, because there's a 5 in the box. One, 2, 6, 7. There's no 1 or 2 there. This is a 6 or a 7. This doesn't seem to be helping me. Three in row 7. There's already a 3 in box 9. I can't put it there. And there's already this is a 3. So this is not a 3. Puts a 3 up here. That 3 is knocking it out of that one. That's a 3. How did I not see that? I know how I didn't see that. I didn't look for it. 3, 3. Please give me something. Okay, what are we missing from here? We are missing, this is probably good lifting everywhere. It's a thermo puzzle. That's what you're supposed to do. 2, 4, 8, and 9. So this is not 8 or 9. That can be any of them. This is not 4. This is not 8. Okay, but I knew there had to be a 7 and either an 8 or a 9. So this is either 7, 8, 9 or something 7 and then 8 or 9. Can this be 2 or 4? So this is either 2, 4 or 7. Why do I have such a huge tendency to miss stuff? Four, 6, 7, 8. I'm really just hunting the puzzle. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. There's a logic trick I am absolutely not seeing. I feel there's something going on here that I should be seeing. One of 8 or 9 has to go here. Or both of them. I don't see what that does. I could go 8, 9. If I go 8, 9, then that's 7. This is a 2, 4 pair. This becomes a 5, 6. This becomes a 7. This is a 6. This is a 5. That all looks okay. Hang on. If I go 8, 9, this is forced to be a 7. This is forced to be a 7. 5, 7, 8, 9, 6, 5, 2, 4. No, that all. That's not a 2. That gives me a 1, 5 pair. That's a 2. This is not a 2. This is not a 2. If that's a 5, 6, this is not a 4. Puts 4 up here. 4 now has to go somewhere down in one of those two. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I've got, 8. That's an 8, 9 pair. This is a 1. This is a 6. This is an 8, 9 pair. Does that cause a problem for that being an 8, 9 pair? I don't think it does, but this is now a known triple. It's 1, 6, and 7. So this is a 5. This is a 1. This is a 5. There is no 1 in any of those. There is a 1 here. This is 2, 6, 7, so I can take 2 and 6 out of here. That's 4, 5. I can take 5 out of those. This is 2, 6. These are a known pair. 2, 4. That's a 4. That's a 2. There is no 4 there anymore, which means that's the 4. Two, 7, 8, 9. So that is 7, 8, 9, and it can't be the 7. So this is an 8, 9. I've known that's an 8, 9. We've now got an 8, 9 pair. This is 2, 7. This takes 2 out of both of those. That's an 8 or a 9. That's 4, 9. 2, 7. 5, 6. 5 is now in one of those two. This is so tight. What am I missing? 1, 5, 6, 7. This can't be a 1. I've missed so much pointing stuff that I'm... Five in row 2 has to be over here, so this can't be a 5. This gives me a 6 because it couldn't be in those, so 5 had to be there. Taking 5 out of there, giving me a 6, 7 pair, making that a 5, making that a 6, making that a 7. There is now no 7 in any of those. There's no 7, no 7 here makes that a 7, which forces the thermo to be 8, 9. There is no 8 or 9 in there. That's a 2, 4 pair. That's a 9. That's an 8. So much hidden stuff. That's a 6. That's a 5. That's the only place left for a 4. That's a 9. That's an 8. This is really, this is a very nice little thermo. I wouldn't call this a beginner thermo. That 6 makes that a 7, makes that an 8. You really have to do some tricky little Sudoku around this. I mean, there's no X-wing, there's no Y-wings or complex logic, but you really have to hunt. This is a 2, 6, 7, so there can't be a 6 there. This 2, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has to be a 1 or a 5. It's not an 8 or a 9 at all. So this is a 9. This is a 6. This is a 7. This is a 6. This is a 1. This is a 7. This is a 5. This is a 1. Not a 6. So this is a 2, 7. Not a 7, not a 7, so this is the 2, this is the 7, this is the 2, this is the 6. That 5 makes that 4, makes that 5, the 4 makes that 2, makes that 4, the 2 makes that 6, and I'll drop in a 2 and the computer thinks that's good. So I didn't feel particularly safe with safety pins, but it definitely pinned me to a solve path. That was a lot of fun, Ambrose. Thank you for that one. I hope that everyone who found this video gave this puzzle a shot, because that was worth doing. Head on over to the Cracking the Cryptic archive if you remember, and give this one a rating if you attempted the puzzle. It is well worth it. Thank you again, Ambrose. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. I hope you have a good time doing puzzles.